at you. You made it to the next video. So you do want more out of life. Good for you, good for you, good for you. Most people say they want more, but they don't. I say, man, how bad do you want it? You gotta want it, you gotta want it, you gotta want it. So much is out here for us to just take it. Brian Adams here, the Contractors Contractor, fired up and ready to help you not make these mistakes. Hey, if you Google why construction companies fail or any business fails, you're going to get, a whole bunch of different articles from Forbes magazine and Inc. magazine, all these big, huge New York, stock and broker type businesses that give you all these reasons, and no matter which ones you read, you're going to get stuff like, cash flow, the too fast of an expansion, poor marketing, not setting a business plan, low margins, not knowing your competition. I mean, they go through a list. They have 10, 15, 20 of them. I'm talking about the top 3 that show up on almost every other website. And that number 1 mistake, they say, because I don't believe it. I'm gonna switch it around, but I'm gonna give it the way they give it. And in one of these videos, I'm gonna tell you the truth about it, because this is the most street realistic business advice you're gonna get, brother. It's me and you, all right? So number 1 is cash flow. Boom, cash flow. What is cash flow? It's the capital when you start a business. It's the money that's coming in. It's cash flow. And it is. That's a huge mistake of why a lot of the reasons why people and contractors go out of business. They don't have enough cash on hand. They're taking jobs, and the customers are, you finish a job and the customer wants to pay you next week, wants to pay you 2 weeks later, wants to pay you a month later. You're doing some jobs and working with some companies, they're like on a 30, 60, 90-day pay period. I'm like, oh, hell no. When I finish a job, I want to check that day. I want to be able to go to your bank and cash it. That's the kind of cash flow I'm talking about. That's the cash flow that keeps and puts people out of business. Because your bills, the utility bills, the rent bills, the marketing bills, paying me as your coach, those bills come in every month, whether the contractors and homeowners are paying you or not. You got to have the cash flow. But when they're talking about cash flow, they're also talking about the capital. I mean, God, so many of my buddies, myself included, here's what we do. Here's how we start a business. We're working for a guy. We're the best dude at that company. We're kicking ass. We're showing up. We're the go-to guy. When there's a problem on the job site, we fix it. No matter what the trade is, every company has those types of employees. So we get big-headed. I know I became a dick. No one, but I made the guy so much money, he put up with me. But you get big-headed, and you see the owner of the company. It looks like he's making all kind of money and not doing anything. So we quit, start our own company, or you become such an asshole they fire you. To where no matter how much money you're making them, they just get rid of you because they ain't worth having you around anymore. That's how I did it. That's how my buddies did it. So many people that I know do it. I mean, we buy a chop saw and a compressor. We think we're in business. You go down, you get your contractor's license, whatever the hell that means. It's different in every state. And you did that because, you've been doing this for 3 years, 5 years, whatever. You're really great. All your friends know you're great. They want you to come work on their house. They tell their friends about you. So you got these side jobs on the weekends, or you take a couple of days off so you can do these side jobs. And doing the side jobs, you make more money, triple what you normally would have made in a week. So now you're like, oh yeah, I got to start my own company. So you do. You quit or you get fired and you're in business. Congratulations. Now, you run out of friends that don't need any more work, and you're wondering what the hell. You're calling your buddy or the old company back trying to get your job back. No. So that's the capital part of it. You can't just quit and say, I'm in business for myself. You got to have that plan. Number 2, the business plan and stuff. I mean, look at it like this. The franchises, whether it's McDonald's and Burger King and Supercuts, and almost every business is a franchise, it seems like. But look at Subway sandwiches, because that's one of the cheapest franchises to kind of buy into, or should I say inexpensive. I mean, and it takes, on average, I'm just going to do these average numbers, it takes about $150,000 to start a Subway sandwich company. And you have to go through months of their training, and then once the store is open, you personally are working it 60 to 80 hours a week after spending $150,000 to get it started. Now, out of all the money that's coming in, you're splitting, or you're giving back like 12.5% of the gross profit margin coming in. The gross profit margin, we're going to get in that in some other videos, but that's just all the money that comes in. You pay the standard bills, utility and the rent and the employees. The money that's left over, that's the gross profit. Out of that gross profit, you're giving Subway 12.5% back. That's after spending $150,000 going through all of their training, and you're still working 60 to 80 hours a week. But you're thinking long term. You've signed on to open up 3 to 5 stores. Because after all of that, the $150,000, working the 60, 80 hours a week personally, so you still don't have no time off. At the end of the year, you're only making somewhere between $50,000 and $60,000. As a construction worker, man, you're doing that in a month, 2 months. So why do these guys do it? Because they sign on for 3 or 5 other companies. So if you can get 5 companies working and they've got the systems in place to where you don't need to be there after you've trained everyone. The same systems I'm going to help you put into your business. So you don't have to be there. So your company runs by itself. Sound good? Let's keep going. So if they've got 5 companies bringing in 50 grand, a year each profit, now everything that they went through is worth it. But still, they had to start out, they had to come up, they had to save, scratch up, get that capital so that they had the cash flow. And even after you have the $150,000 and Subway's checking on it, they want to make sure that you got backup money and stuff, because they know you're going to have money still coming in. So it's tough. Every business is tough. It's supposed to be tough because we get the better money. Yeah. So I'm not saying that you have to have $150,000 in your pocket to start your construction company, although it would be nice, it would be smart. But you have to have the backup money. You have to have some money. Damn. But Brian, you didn't have any money when you started. That's right. You're not me. You don't want to make them same stupid ass mistakes that I made. Remember? That's why I'm doing these videos. That's why I'm teaching you everything I learned in the last 35 years, so you don't make the same dumbass mistakes I made. No, I was just like everyone else. I got some tools. I'm in business for myself. Yeah, man. But so that's the number one reason that puts companies out of business within the first 5 years. They don't have the capital. They don't have the cash flow. They don't know how to keep the cash coming in to keep them in business. But it's not my number one reason. You got to watch the next video to find out what that reason is. Okay, don't go too fast. Before I let you go, let me tell you a way you can make the first steps that you can take to start making a lot of money in a short amount of time. Just finished my book for contractors only. You've mastered your trade, now master your business. On the cover it says, caution, after reading this book, you'll no longer have any excuses for not being successful. But in the book, it goes over everything. It's real easy, fun to read. It's 100 pages, maybe a couple of pages more, a couple of pages less. I think it's like 105, 106 pages. But everything is in there. How to name your business, your tagline, your mission statement, how to hire and train employees, how to market your website, what should be on your website, how to use video to brand yourself and become the guru of your trade in your neighborhood. I mean, it's all in this book, baby. It's all you need, this book. The book is $30. It's $29.99. What I want to do is, you're watching these videos, there's a button below here you can click. I want you to get the book. I want to give you the download of the book so you can start reading it instantly. I've got the audio on the book, and the audio, my team wanted me to sell it for double because I read the book, but as I'm reading it, other things pop into my mind, so I share other information for you. So it's like super valuable. So you're going to get the book, the download of the book, the audio book where you can just ride around listening to me, and I'm going to throw in a 30-minute consultation for free. Just to after you've read the book, listen to the book, and you've took some of these actions in the videos, so you don't waste your time when you get on the phone with me. We can make the most out of it. That's a $200 value right there. So you're getting, for $29.99, you're gonna get the book, audio book, the download, and a free consultation. Boom, right there. I can't do no more than that. I can't go on. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. Click the button. Buy the book. Make money.